Please hang up and try again.
Freak Radio Network, broadcasting from the Lucas Oil Studios.
Driven by General Tire.
It's Speed Freaks. Motorsports Radio redefined with Kenny Sargent.
We love to party.
Crash Gladys.
What are we doing for the bachelorette party?
And Statman.
I am serious.
Here's the Freaks.
It's going to be award season tonight here in the Freak Nation. If you're not familiar with probably one of the most highly coveted award shows in the continental United States, it's called the Freakies Award, Freak Nation.
Just the continental United States?
With us being now online and all over the world, I would say probably next to the next to the MTV Video Awards, it's probably us with the Freakies, right?
Without question.
You not agree?
Yeah.
It's a big show for you tonight. We will again award our Freakies tonight: Race of the Year, Freak of the Year, Driver, Rider of the Year. And a couple of participatory things we'd like for you to be a part of is to contribute to that via Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Be a part of all of it. And if you have time, I'll give you a few minutes to go put on your ugly sweater. Statman winning the award with a black sweater that he has on tonight. Statman, so you own no red sweater? I figured red and black would be your favorite colors.
No, scarlet and gray would be my favorite colors, but I don't have any. I don't have any Christmas. I don't have any Christmas sweaters. I don't have anything ugly. Everything ugly I threw away.
I thought it was the rebellion for what happened with your Buckeyes last weekend against Michigan, that you're not wearing any more scarlet or red for the rest of the year.
No, we took care of that years ago when you made me wear a Michigan jersey.
That's right.
Because Ohio State lost to Texas, wasn't it? Wasn't that the deal?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still breaking out when I think about it.
Well, the whole bet was, or losing the bet, you had to wear your rival's jersey on TV, and you were forced to wear a Michigan jersey on TV.
Do you remember whose number it was, Statman?
Dude, I don't want to remember the moment.
Yeah, I was. If Texas lost to Ohio State, that was the undefeated season for the Longhorns, where they went on to win the championship. If Texas lost, I was to wear a Oklahoma Sooners jersey. And again, if Ohio State lost, Statman was to wear a Michigan jersey, and consequently, Statman had to wear the Michigan jersey. But I digress. We have Freakies of the Year. And again, you participate with the Freakies of the Year and get on your ugly ass sweater to be a part of the next 2 hours. We've got guests coming up. Your NHRA Top Fuel champion for the first time. He's been running for decades in that Top Fuel rail of his. Doug Kalitta will join us here in the Freak Nation.
Just say that again.
I like that.
Yeah.
Doug Kalitta, Top Fuel champion, will join us this hour. Also, Riley Herbst. What does Riley Herbst do to end the season for the NASCAR Xfinity Series? He goes out and wins that race at Phoenix, right?
Vegas.
Yes. He wins the Vegas race, the Xfinity Series.
And then
jumps in the desert and wins the Baja.
In his class. Pretty
so
epic.
Riley,
that's the family business. Terrible Herbst is they won and do all sorts of things in the desert, but he's finally in the family business and did well.
So Riley Herbst will be here in the Freak Nation. And over the weekend, last night, Davey Hamilton Jr. was part of a winged sprint car race on the tarmac, or concrete, or what else? What's the other word we use for it?
Oh, pavement.
There we go.
The open wheel showdown at the Bull Ring in Las Vegas.
Right. We talked to him about a number of things. He promoted that race. He is probably the most successful pavement racer this year,
without
right?
question,
in sprint cars.
Mm-hmm.
So much to discuss with what's transpired over the last, frankly, 12 months. Well, okay, 2 months when it comes to Kyle Larson, Brad Sweet, now going head-to-head with World of Outlaws. So, yes, we'll talk to Davey Hamilton Jr. coming up within the show. Richie, I've got to say, thank you very much for supporting the Freak Nation and the ugly sweater. If you could stand up, just show the Freak Nation your support of the Coyotes. Yep. By the way, how are the Coyotes doing this year in the NHL?
Hey, they're hanging around. They're near a playoff spot, a quarter of the way through the season.
Oh, we're already talking playoffs. We haven't even gotten through. We haven't even made it through February All-Star.
Yeah, playoffs. All right, Maura.
Crasher, can I see your ugly sweater, please, for the MAV TV Nation? Oh, yeah. The arguably the greatest Christmas movie of all time, A Christmas Story. And again, my apologies if you're listening to us on the Freak. Fudge. Turn that off, Crash. There we go. Yeah, live radio, live TV. If you're watching us on MAV TV, you're seeing the extravaganza. Again, thank you, MAV TV, for having us on. Next week, by the way, we will have a full show from PRI, Performance Racing Industries Extravaganza. They're in Indianapolis. Statman, Crasher, yours truly will be there with a number of drivers, team owners, Tony Stewart, Leah Pruitt, Matt Hagan, Tony Kanaan, Justin Ashley.
Huge.
Erica Enders, I believe will join Cameron Caruso. So next Sunday,
we get to see Leah and Erica on the same stage at this.
Oh, someone's getting excited.
That's an early holiday present.
You going to break out that powder blue tux, Statman, and wear it on stage, buddy?
Exactly. This might even be worth the pink one.
Worth the pink one. Wow, that's a statement. We used to make fun of people in pink shirts. If you break out the pink, that would be saying something.
That is true. Yeah. Man, the attitude that we had early on with this with only the radio show was incredible, and the amount of lead that we swung around or thought we had swinging around to make a whole lot of. We made some noise.
Oh,
we frankly made some noise.
We were banned from hard cards in NASCAR for a while.
Yeah,
that was relatively interesting.
Well, explain to the Freak Nation, Crasher, and if you can keep it as PG as possible to where we will not be banned from hard cards moving forward.
Well, we were, okay. When we came out with this show, you and Statman were basically, you created it, Kenny. Statman was basically the first guy you hired on. When you guys had this concept going, you wanted it edgy. You wanted it to be outlandish because motorsports was the original extreme sport and nobody was covering it that way. Everybody's in their ties and suits and all proper with their microphones straight up and talking exactly as I'm talking right now. So you wanted it to give the edge that it actually portrayed on track and in the dirt and everywhere. Mm-hmm. And so we were known as the Howard Stern of Motorsports, and we came out with a bang in June of the year 2000. And talked like the Howard Stern of Motorsports and asked questions like the Howard Stern of Motorsports. And it pissed off a lot of the old guard in NASCAR, in IndyCar. NHRA didn't quite know what to do with this. They were the first series that was like, yes, come on, more. But wait a minute, hold on, not quite that far. So it was a very interesting first 5 years. We ruffled a lot of feathers. Mm-hmm. And it took a while to kind of get some of those people finally onto our side, especially in the NASCAR ranks. They were the last ones to really come around. But now with their leadership as it is now, they're like, I wish our old guard would have embraced you earlier.
I get it. And this being the annual Freakies, where we award Race of the Year, Driver, Rider of the Year, and Freak of the Year, it is interesting that early on with our show, again, a tenured radio show that lasts over 23 years just doesn't.
Wait. Uh-oh. Tenured? Did I hear the word tenured come out of your mouth? Tenured?
We are a tenured show.
Tenured. Yeah. Do you hear that, Crash?
I know.
Richie, I mean, tenured.
Hey, if you hear penultimate come out of my mouth, Statman, I want you to fly in from Columbus and just take me out. Just power drive me into the concrete wherever it is, okay?
This is our penultimate show of the year. Our second to last live show of the year.
There's my Motorhead sweater.
Yeah. That's right. We haven't seen your ugly Christmas sweater yet.
Nothing says I've got a Motorhead T-shirt where the original Motorhead with Lemmy Filthy. Who was that? Filthy Animal Taylor, Lemmy Kilmister. Oh, why am I drawing a blank on one of the Fast Eddie Clark, where they're all in Santa outfits and they're flipping the bird? I couldn't wear that today. But what the hell were we? Oh, award season.
Award season, of course.
Early on in our show, I don't know if Statman was this way, but Crash was. Why are we getting recognitions? Why are we getting awards for radio sports radio show? It's like we didn't create this show to get awards and to get into halls of fame.
I realize that now.
I think the minute it's like back in the day when the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was got about a minute. Darn it! When the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame came about. Initially, rock and rollers says, I don't want to be in the Hall of Fame. That's not rock and roll. You don't be in the Hall of Fame. It's like,
nice
we didn't start. I don't know who that was. Maybe that was Mick Jagger. I don't know who the hell that was. We didn't create Speed Freaks to get in the Hall. Listen, I'm not going to turn it down if someone says, you're going into the Dirtbag Motorsports Hall of Fame. Great. I'll accept that one. All right.
But was that Dirtbag Daryl? Was that the guy's name?
Dimebag
Daryl. Who sadly passed away on stage due to some idiot that had a gun. And we are digging rabbit holes.
We are totally digging rabbit holes.
Whoa!
Let me just tell you, though, based
Pantera,
on our attitude
quickly,
way back,
quickly.
based on our attitude way back at the beginning of Speed Freaks 23 years ago,
right.
One of our first awards that we ever gave out in the year 2000 and again in 2001, the Balls of the Year award.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
We used to give away plastic
wrap it up, please.
balls. I'm just saying.
Wrap it up. Freak Nation, it is Race of the Year next. Speed Freaks Pits and the Lucas Oil Studio.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers. The weekend racing is over, or is it? Not on MAP TV. Monday is All-American Racing Night on the network which never leaves the track. Sit back and enjoy grassroots red, white, and blue racing from America's most iconic tracks. Whether it's the precise lines of pavement ovals or the door-banging action of the dirt, MAP TV's Monday night lineup will bring you all the action from this country's legendary four-wheel battlegrounds. Monday night is All-American Racing, only on MAP TV, Motorsports Network.
The NASCAR Cup Series returns to Worldwide Technology Raceway on June 1st and 2nd, 2024. The time to get your tickets is now.
Let's go! Yeah!
For only $10 down, you can lock in your seats for an incredible weekend of family fun, featuring the Enjoy Illinois 300 and the Confluence Music Festival. It all adds up to one amazing party. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
You're listening to Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, coming up, our Race of the Year, as it's our annual tradition of doing our Freakies for the last 23 plus years. We've got Race of the Year, Freak of the Year, and Driver Rider of the Year. A hell of a gift underneath the tree, and a big old fat stocking will be a line of Lucas Oil products to keep your rides fat and happy. Inside your engine, outside your engine, to keep that 67 Mustang looking nice and spiffy. Go to lucasoil.com. The slick mist with that bad boy, roll with it. Go to lucasoil.com. All right. Typically, when we've done this for radio, there's not a whole lot of high production value other than us just spitballing on who we think is the driver, rider, race of the year, freak of the year, rider of the year. But now that we are on MAV TV, we've hired some fairly decent individuals that have produced some opens and some segues for us. So, guys, let's try and make this as professional as we can.
Okay.
All right. As we start our 2023 Freakies of the Year with Race. Wow. I think I can go home now. I feel pretty good about that, right?
Right, yes.
Wow, I have to change my Race of the Year to match the graphics to go along with it.
Seriously.
Richie, let's start with you, my friend.
I'm glad I get to go first, yes.
Race of, I figure why not go it's downhill from you. Race of the Year for you. And again, this is anything. Okay? Race of the Year, Richard.
Race of the Year for me is the 107th running of the Indianapolis 500, won by Joseph Newgarden.
And why is that?
I remember at the time, I think after we did the show after that race, and I remembered saying on the show that it was one of my favorite races I've ever watched. I did not know who was going to win that race until Joseph Newgarden crossed the finish line to win his first career Indy 500. I was looking at the standings here. There were 14 different leaders in that race. The drama at the end of that race was incredible with the multiple red flags. I had people texting me during the race who aren't normally IndyCar fans who were watching the race and were super engaged with that race and how good it was. So Indianapolis 500 for me, far and away the best race of the year. Congratulations, IMS.
Nice. Wow. Yep. Bravo, Richie. Nice job. Nice job, buddy.
Well, it really will go downhill from there.
Yeah, right. Snapman's going to have some damn rally in the tip of Florida between some freaking animals.
Not Florida. But Florida is Florida.
Crasher, how about you? Let's go Race of the Year with Crash Gladys. Do I need the?
Oh, do I get my little intro again?
Okay.
Yeah.
No. When we play this, that's when you announce your award. Okay.
No.
But when we start the segment with the award. All right, so you get it?
I do feel good though after.
But we have award show music underneath us, if you can hear that, Crasher. So listen.
Love it.
Okay.
It doesn't mean I have to go off stage though, right?
No. Okay. If it starts getting louder, it means wrap your ass up.
That means wrap it up. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to be the one in this show that is going with a little known race. However, you did see it on MAV TV.
Ooh.
And I'm going with the Endurocross finale, which basically came down to the top 4 riders in the entire championship. The top 4 were still going at it with 2 to 3 laps left, and they were all within a second of each other.
Crasher, can I now do our free? Okay, real quick. I remember I've got to do the winner.
Endurocross season finale. So there it is. I'm the one that takes us a little bit off the rails, but giving love to what you can see on MAV TV.
I like that because something will live in infamy that night when I decided to have a few Jack and Cokes, take Ambien to go to sleep, but I took Ambien evidently to stay awake and go live on Instagram.
Yeah.
Feeding that race live on our Instagram page.
Because you were just blown away with it.
Yep.
Ambien
that.
and Jack and Coke induced.
That was awesome. I mean,
it was a great race. It was an amazing race.
I was paying for Instagram ads and stuff. I was so excited about that race.
You were trying to boost your live thing. I don't know what was going through your mind.
Back on track, folks. Come on.
Okay. Race of the year.
All right, Statman. I'm looking forward to this. Statman, your race of the year for 2023.
Actually, I have 2 races of the year. One was the Formula One race in Las Vegas.
Oh, snap!
He did it.
Yeah.
Once it got out of the hands of the deep state in Formula One, the drivers and teams made it a good program. But I've got another one that was the weakness of NASCAR truck racing, the Phoenix finale, where they had 4 restarts at the end of the thing. It felt like 44, and the drivers were all over the track, crashing into each other, and it showed that we're going to need to winnow out some of these guys before they get to Cup Series.
Well, Statman, I've got to tell our graphics department to pick one. Which one should we put for your race of the year so I can get this graphic up here?
All right, say the Truck Series.
Wow, but hold on. Race of the year I thought was supposed to be a good thing, and that wasn't necessary.
Well, it was a good thing in that it showed the weakness in NASCAR.
At least in that Truck Series. That's a great point. Remember, these are the Freakies, Crash.
Hey, yep. No
right. In Statman's defense, it did give us another terrific Ben Rhodes press conference.
It did. That's valid.
Well, Freak Nation, my race of the year, and I really thought that I was going to be maybe the second or third one to come up with this. My race of the year has to be the NASCAR street course race that put street course racing on the map. So NASCAR Chicago street course racing. And remember who won that?
Australia, New Zealand.
SVG, his first NASCAR Cup race on a race that was delayed almost an hour and a half, that was seconds away from being pushed to Monday. SVG, Shane Van Giesenbergen, goes out there and wins that race. So my race of the year has got to be SVG. His first, again, just the significance of that. It's from start to finish. I remember it was Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick out of the gate. Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, and then bam, Tyler Reddick pulled ahead of Denny Hamlin on that first lap, and then we were off. It was awesome.
And I got to give you credit for that one. You come out out of the rabbit hole sometime with some stuff, but that was a good call.
Why was Shane Van Giesenbergen?
Yeah, why was I the only one?
Oh, it's on my list.
Oh,
I have Indy 5. I have a list of 5. Right. But I picked the Endurocross. The one that we didn't pick from my 5 was the NHRA finale. Doug Kalitta finally pulling it off. Had to win the final race, the final round of the final race. He's been in that situation before, got second. He had to do it this time to get first, and he did it.
Now, see, in the past, we could have picked 5 or 10. But with this graphic stuff, we got some guys in the back room that are deciding who our people are going to be.
Well, just to remind those people just tuning into MAV TV, it's the annual Freakies Awards. Freak. Listen, we spare no expense now that we're on MAV TV. We've got award series music underneath us for the duration.
Did we feed the guys in the back room to have them come up with that stuff?
How do you think we got such fantastic graphics? You're going to get fed once these graphics. So they've been finalized. So I'll feed them after the show tonight, Statman.
All right. You feed them or give them an adult cocktail or something?
Or 12, yeah.
Yeah, I could see how that would roll. So, yeah, Freak Nation, your race of the year. Hit us up on Twitter. I don't know how Richie intends to label these things and how you can participate in this. We do it again, with us being on MAV TV. Did we do Freakies when we were on? We didn't do Freakies when we were on ESPN or Speed Channel, did we?
Those shows were mostly summer into fall.
Yeah. We
never really had our prior TV shows into the winter season. So no, Freakies have been exclusive to radio until now.
It's awesome. And again, a reminder, Freak Nation, this show started out on one radio station in Los Angeles, almost 100 stations, which, by the way, coming up, I think PRI weekend of all places, we will be debuting on WNDE in Indianapolis.
Seriously?
Yep.
wow!
Out of all the stuff that we've done, that's the one thing that got Crasher's attention.
Yeah, it's Freak of the Year, WND.
Thank you, my hometown.
All right, Freak Nation. Speaking of Doug Kalitta, now NHRA Top Fuel Champion for your NHRA 2023 season. He will be joining us next here in the Freak Nation. It's always fantastic when Dougie rolls in to join the Freaks. Doug Kalitta next. Speed Freaks Pits and the Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Lucas Oil, it works.
I run Lucas Oil.
It doesn't matter if you're on the water,
Driving to work,
or competing in a sold-out stadium.
Lucas Oil products will help you get the most out of your vehicle.
Monster Jam has run Lucas Oil in and on our trucks for over 10 years.
We wouldn't run anything else.
Lucas Oil, the official oil of Monster Jam.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers. The NASCAR Cup Series returns to Worldwide Technology Raceway on June 1st and 2nd, 2024. The time to get your tickets is now.
Let's go! Yeah!
For only $10 down, you can lock in your seats for an incredible weekend of family fun, featuring the Enjoy Illinois 300 and the Confluence Music Festival. It all adds up to one amazing party. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
The weekend racing is over, or is it? Not on MAP TV. Monday is All-American Racing Night on the network which never leaves the track. Sit back and enjoy grassroots red, white, and blue racing from America's most iconic tracks. Whether it's the precise lines of pavement ovals or the door-banging action of the dirt, MAP TV's Monday night lineup will bring you all the action from this country's legendary four-wheel battlegrounds. Monday night is All-American Racing, only on MAP TV, Motorsports Network.
Hey, Dad, what are you going to buy at the store today?
I'm out of Lucas Oil fuel treatment, so let's jump in here and grab us some.
Well, do they have the Lucas Oil parts cleaner and degreaser?
I bet they do.
Well, how about the Lucas Oil power steering fluid?
You know, they'll have that too.
Even the octane booster?
I won't be surprised if they do.
My favorite red and tacky grease?
Yes, they will, babe.
Dad, when we're done, can we grab some candy?
Deal, but you gotta share.
Awesome! Lucas works.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
A healthy weight, more energy, and smooth, regular bowel movements. Three things everyone strives for.
It's me, Chuck Norris. There's one really important thing we don't talk about enough: our health. Achy joints, digestive issues, weight gain, and fatigue. We are told these are normal signs of aging. So working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick.
Morning Kick is a revolutionary formula combining 10 different supplements in one. Probiotics that help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and several of the most powerful anti-aging supplements on earth. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, focused, and help manage stress.
Anybody can achieve great health regardless of their age.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com. Use code FIT or text FIT to 511-511 and claim 40% off today.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee.
Text FIT to 511-511. Morning Kick. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
You're listening to Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio redefined.
Lucas Oil Studios, Freak Nation, over 23 years of doing this with the Freaks. Statman, Crash Gladys, Kenny Sargent, and this dude's been a part of those 23 years. Doug Kalitta back in the Freak Nation, champion Doug Kalitta joining us here in the Freak Nation, top fuel champion, that is. His first time over the last 60 years of him being in a dragster. Okay.
It seems that long. No, thank you. Thank you guys for having me on for sure.
All right, Doug. So let's get the rumors out of the way. Is it true that you are going to retire now and start your own top fuel team for 2024?
That's definitely an interesting rumor. But no, I would have to say I'm going to stick with what I'm doing. It's working well.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I just made that up.
Broke, don't fix it. Yeah.
I just made that up, man. Is that rumor out there?
Yeah, that's a new one. But anyways, yeah. Sorry, I missed you guys the other day too. I don't know how I managed to mess up our latest connection we were supposed to have, but I appreciate you having me on today.
Absolutely. All right. So Doug Kalitta here in the Freak Nation. Now, championship driver Doug Kalitta, and have things changed for you at all? I mean, do you walk around with your chest puffed out a little bit more? Do people call you sir more often? Do you have a driver every day you wake up and go to work?
No, it's the good thing is we actually left the trophy back at where the banquet was, and it finally showed up on Monday. So we're there's about the last thing to happen before we can kind of let this all settle in that it actually did happen. So I'm pretty excited that we got the championship. It obviously came down to the wire, the last run of the last race. So it definitely wasn't easy. I've been second, I think, 6 times trying to accomplish this goal. And I'm definitely haven't been able to wipe the smirk off my face quite yet.
Good. You shouldn't wipe it off ever. Yeah. Doug, you just said you've been in that position before. When it came down to the last race, the last round of the last race, what made this one different though? Did you have more confidence than in the past? Did you know things were hooked up together more than in the past? Or was it just one of those racing things when you cross your fingers and you're like, finally it happened?
Yeah, no, So this run that everybody has always talked about that one occasion when Tony beat me out in Pomona, he had to win the race and the record and all that. So that was in the right lane. So I had lane choice all day. We're in the left lane the first 3 runs and lose lane choice. So I'm over in the right lane and, I'm like, with Alan's history at this place, and just, putting us in the right lane was just a good omen, that I actually thought a little bit about going up to the final round, but it was actually just just the way it's just a matter of, just all the guys doing what we were doing all day. And, I had a lot of confidence in Alan and Brian and my car was really running great. So, but we ended up, having a great run, obviously beating Leah, and I couldn't have been happier for sure. It was a sigh of relief more than anything to win that race. And, I didn't see the win light. It was one of those normal deals that you don't know you won until you get turned off the track, and they point you to the left rather than to the right. So that was it was definitely a good moment.
Hold on a second. So that's how you know at the end of a race where they point you to, again, down at the top end.
Yeah. So there's the media stuff all happens on the left side, kind of wherever the tent thing is that Amanda and her team, Fox team hang out. So, and then obviously everybody else would be off to the side from there. So, so it's always a good thing when you get directed over by Amanda and the Fox team for sure.
Hey, Doug, fans can look over the last couple of years. They can look at when you started winning this year as that's when things began to turn around. But I have a feeling there was something else with you, like you just referenced Alan Johnson. When did you know that things had taken a turn for the better for you guys and there was this great potential for you moving forward?
Yeah, probably at Reading when we're qualifying, blow this tire.
Oh, right.
My car ends up, we had to change the car because it's all twisted up from this tire getting blown. So I was kind of, I'm like, damn, this is not a good time to have something like this happen. So we switched to the other car and we ended up winning the race. So, after that, it was like a huge relief, that we got through that, and and it wasn't a terrible thing, and we stuck with that particular car for the rest of the year, even though we fixed the other car, which had a canopy on it, and there's kind of a should we run a canopy or not a canopy? I guess we're still trying to figure that out through the off season, but the car was happy, and Alan and Brian and the guys, they got a handle on that thing, and we won the last 3 out of the 6 races. So whatever it was, it kind of all started with blowing that tire, and from then on we ended up a couple races that we lost second round, which it was like, we're in a countdown, losing second round, but we knew going into Pomona that we just need to go win the race, and that's what we ended up doing. So it really worked out nice.
Doug Kalitta is the top fuel champion in the NHRA. I know that sounds good every time you hear it, doesn't it? After 6 runner-ups, just hearing somebody say it. How long did it take you before the smile went away and you returned to normal life? Or has that happened yet?
Yeah, no. I'm in the office every day, so I was back to work on. We actually flew back on Tuesday morning. So normally the banquet, we go to the banquet, we get our deal and we hop in our plane and do the red eye coming home. So, but this night we actually stayed, celebrated a little bit, and came back on Tuesday and back to work on Wednesday. But it's been really appreciate all the support that I was that I gotten since we won it. Even at the race, I had a lot of people pulling for me. So it was cool. Even at the banquet, everybody's realized how hard I've tried to accomplish this, and it was really special that that everybody supported me, like they did. So,
Doug, you said you left the trophy at the banquet. Where's the check?
So, yeah, they, I think I left the stub. Fortunately, it's not a check anymore. They send you the money, but I don't even know what I did with the check stub thing. It's probably in that tux that I rented. But so
wait. You've got thousands, maybe tens of thousands, whatever it was. You got all this money, and you're pretty cavalier about that. You're worried about the trophy, and you're not even worried about the receipt. Come on, Doug. It can't be that small a check.
Yeah, you're better off just sending it direct deposit with me, right? That works the best.
Evidently.
I'm bound to set it down someplace.
Why?
That's kind of what I did, I guess. So anyway, so fortunately, it wasn't a live check.
You're telling me that here's a guy that so many people wanted to win the damn championship. You don't know where your check stub is. You left the damn trophy back at the ceremony. Did you really want this damn thing?
No, it was. So we've got it. We've got it home here, obviously, and we put it next to Scott and Dell's championship trophy. So it's at the shop, and but no, I definitely knew where we wanted to put it, and it was just a little confusion. But no, I was really proud of my guys, and then obviously Connie being there, and being all part of the whole thing, because he has supported me through thick and thin, and kept me around through all these years, which is just trying to put a team together that we could get it done with, and and hiring Alan on and getting through a year and a half really without getting a win. I'm like, I'm like, we have got to get a win. I mean, I could not imagine, having Alan Johnson on as your crew chief and not getting a win. So it would have definitely looked bad on your resume of things in drag racing. But no, we super proud of what we pulled off. We got 3 wins at the end of the year in the championship with Alan Johnson as my crew chief.
Magic question, Doug Kalitta, top field champion, NHRA. The magic question, I imagine it will come from Conrad if it hasn't already. What are you going to do for me next year?
Exactly. He hasn't asked yet, by the way. But no, he was at the banquet. We were able to have some fun with him there. So, but yeah, so far, we're going to come out with their same 3 cars, and Sean and JR and I. So our hope, obviously, is to get all 3 cars, running as close to the front as possible again next year, and just see what the off season brings. We got a couple months before we go down to Florida for this big test thing we're going to do with the pro guys at Bradenton. So looking forward to that. But yeah, no, it should be a good off season, celebrating our championship, and we'll be ready for next year for sure.
Doug Kalitta, Top Fuel champion, first time Top Fuel champion in NHRA, buddy. Happy holidays to you. It's fantastic to get you here in the Freak Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for having me on for sure. You guys, hope you have a great holiday season for sure.
Yep, it sounds good to say that. 2023 NHRA Top Fuel champion for the first time, Doug Kalitta here in the Freak Nation. Coming up next, more Freakies for 2023. Speed Freaks Pits at the Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers. For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
The NASCAR Cup Series returns to Worldwide Technology Raceway on June 1st and 2nd, 2024. The time to get your tickets is now.
Let's go! Yeah!
For only $10 down, you can lock in your seats for an incredible weekend of family fun, featuring the Enjoy Illinois 300 and the Confluence Music Festival. It all adds up for one amazing party. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
The weekend racing is over, or is it? Not on MAP TV. Monday is All-American Racing Night on the network which never leaves the track. Sit back and enjoy grassroots red, white, and blue racing from America's most iconic tracks. Whether it's the precise lines of pavement ovals or the door-banging action of the dirt, MAP TV's Monday night lineup will bring you all the action from this country's legendary four-wheel battlegrounds. Monday night is All-American Racing, only on MAP TV, Motorsports Network.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Call 800-631-9123. 800-631-9123. That's 800-631-9123.
You're listening to Speed Freaks Motorsports Radio Redefined.
Working on the Freakies for the year, my mind drifted to Ken Block. We lost him in January, and some of us haven't found a place on our personal shelves to put that yet. He was a large personality and will be missed for some time still. But thinking of Ken, you can't help but think about his daughter, 17-year-old Leah. That teenager is the kind of warrior you wished others could emulate. She's fast, she's talented, she listens, and she has the passion to be the best. This year, she became the youngest ever to win an American Rally Championship when she became the two-wheel drive champion. She got faster all year, and it wasn't because of the money or the block name. When you're at speed in the force, the trees have no idea or don't care who or what you are or what you're driving. She conquered all of that and to end the year with a shocking note. She's going to a driver development program with Williams Racing in F1. Didn't see that coming, did you? She always said, "I'm not my dad," and she's not. She might be better. Peace.
Your Statman Scat brought to you by our good friends at General Tire. Winter's here, man. You've got. Did you see that? Okay, I don't dig rabbit holes. We got to get to our Freakies. Winter's here. Snow's rocking. Great part of the North. Yeah. All right. Just make sure you're rolling on news. 4 General Tires underneath the tree would be badass. For more information, go to generaltire.com to find out how you can get your sons, your daughters, your old man, your old ladies a set of General Tires. generaltire.com. Freak Nation, if you're just tuning in, we're going to resume our Freakies for 2023. We get it. It's where it's highly anticipated throughout the motorsports community. There are a number of NASCAR teams, Supercross teams, drag racing, IndyCar teams that are actually watching this on MAV TV, hoping that their team in some form or fashion becomes part of a Freaky Award. We've already awarded our Race of the Year. Now it's time we do Driver Rider of the Year. And Crasher, I would like to start with you with Driver Rider of the Year for our annual Freaky on the Freak Radio Network and on MAV TV.
Well, I know everybody listening and watching right now says there's no question it's Max Verstappen this year. He won so many F1. Whatever. In my opinion, that's the car, not the driver as much. So I'm going with an athlete in which it is all his body and a little bit of his machine. And what he did this year in his rookie season, he made history. He went undefeated in his rookie season. I'm talking about Jet Lawrence in 450 Supercross. Nobody beat him in any moto.
Crash, you need to pause. You need to pause so I can get to our... Listen, we've got graphics.
Right. Graphics.
Say it again.
Jet Lawrence Supercross. He's an unbelievable talent. He is next generational, as so many people have alluded to this year. Went undefeated this year. Not a single moto was second place or below. He won every single one as a rookie, way before his 21st birthday. I mean, it's amazing what Jet Lawrence has as talent in even just his little finger. He's an amazing athlete.
Crasher, I couldn't disagree with you anymore. I just said that backwards. I couldn't agree with you anymore, other than I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's the man and then the bike. It's not the machine and then the man or woman. What Jet Lawrence did is bonkers. Some of the stats that you hit are crazy. 22 straight moto wins in the outdoor season. Sweeps the 250 class in the Supercross season. And rides a few 450 races and wins the first ever Super Motocross Championship.
I didn't even mention that. Duh.
No.
Yeah, you got to throw that in there too. The first ever. Yeah, it's incredible what he did this year.
There are only 3 riders, including Jet Lawrence, that have ever swept the outdoor season.
Jet Lawrence is the third.
That's what I meant.
It's only been done 4 times, twice by Ricky Carmichael, one by James Stewart, and then Jet Lawrence the third.
What the hell did I say?
Ever.
I said, including Jet Lawrence, there's 3.
No, you.
Okay, well, what you're saying, yes. Ricky Carmichael twice, James Stewart, and then, of course, this dude as a rookie. So that's my, okay, here, I got to make it official. I'm going with you. Yeah, okay. My driver rider of the year is... Man, Richie can get any better than that. But,
I don't either.
Richie, we're going to go with you, my friend. Who's your driver rider of the year?
I had 2 names in the bag here. 2 names in the bag. One would have been the slam dunk easy pick, but my mind was changed. My mind was changed by a couple people I saw on social media mentioning this particular rider. He set records himself. Ladies and gentlemen, my driver rider of the year for 2023 is your Pro Stock Motorcycle champion, Gage Herrera. Let me explain why. Let me explain why. He won 11 races this year. That is an all-time record. He also made the quickest run in class history, a 6.627, capping off a run that saw him make 9 of the 10 quickest runs in Pro Stock motorcycle history. His winning percentage this year was 93%. He was 50-4. And if I'm not mistaken, this is his first full-time season in the Pro Stock motorcycle class as well.
Is it? What? Oh my
gosh. Gage Herrera setting records, beating out my number 2 choice, Max Verstappen. But congratulations, Gage.
And I'm glad you didn't put Max Verstappen in the show. That would have been disappointing.
But anybody listening or watching right now, that's what they want a slam dunk to say. But there's so many other beyond capable alternatives that we are clearly all picking. So, yay.
I mean, Max Verstappen, come on, 19 race wins, had the thing wrapped up with 6 races to go in Formula One. Listen, I'm not...
Is that the Red Bull team, though, or is that Max Verstappen?
I'm not degrading him as a driver. Well, maybe I am off camera and as a person.
Right.
But what he did is incredible. I'll give you that. But the closest dude behind him, Sergio Perez, with 2 wins, and I can't even do the math, almost 300 points behind the guy. I'm kind of making a case for Max Verstappen. I can shut the hell up.
He set 18 records himself this year, Max Verstappen did. So he had a great season, but Gage was better because the competition in Pro Stock Motorcycle is a lot better than in Formula One.
Got it. Nice job, Richard.
Thank you.
We got time, Stat Man. You want to chime in with your driver rider of the year?
All right, my driver rider of the year is, I got to give the honorable mention to Darrell Wallace, who went from the back of the pack to the front of the pack and went through 2 rounds of the playoffs. But I've got to go with Ryan Blaney.
Ooh.
He barely made the playoffs, but when he got to Phoenix and the Final 4, he blew everybody away. And he said, "Come on, get this over with so I can get the title." He drove incredibly. And, it was very chalk, but, I like Ryan Blaney as the champ. In fact, I picked him in my picks for that week.
We get inundated with all kinds of motorsports information, but it's not even arguably the most popular motorsport here in the country, in America, is NASCAR by leaps and bounds. And for anyone to win that championship, when it comes down to one race, when there's seconds and milliseconds between these drivers in qualifying and these certain points they hit on the track, it's tough to argue the pressure that's on Ryan Blaney and for him to win that damn championship. But will people say the same No, they won't say the same thing with Roger Penske owning that car that they do with Red Bull.
Ooh, interesting.
Right?
You're right. The arguments will be almost night and day. Can we all agree, though? Alex Palou may be another honorable mention.
Yeah,
I mean, he had a
Penske's not
really
in the
good
car.
season.
Penske didn't qualify for the championship, for the playoffs. He had to win the last race before the Final Four to get in. That's what Blaney did. What did Penske do?
That's true. That was Ryan behind the wheel. You are right.
He bought the Indy 500 winner. What? Hey, come on, stop that. All right, we got a break, guys. A big second hour coming up. Riley Herbst, Baja winner, Xfinity Series driver and winner. He's going to be in here. And Davey Hamilton Jr. Plus, our Freakies of the Year continue with the ultimate Freak of the Year. Big second hour of the Freaks. Make sure you stick around, Freak Nation. Okey-doke.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Lucas Oil, it works.
I run Lucas Oil.
It doesn't matter if you're on the water,
Driving to work,
or competing in a sold-out stadium.
Lucas Oil products will help you get the most out of your vehicle.
Monster Jam has run Lucas Oil in and on our trucks for over 10 years.
we wouldn't run anything else.
Lucas Oil, the official oil of Monster Jam.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
The NASCAR Cup Series returns to Worldwide Technology Raceway on June 1st and 2nd, 2024. The time to get your tickets is now.
Let's go! Yeah!
For only $10 down, you can lock in your seats for an incredible weekend of family fun featuring the Enjoy Illinois 300 and the Confluence Music Festival. It all adds up to one amazing party. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
The weekend racing is over, or is it? Not on MAP TV. Monday is All-American Racing Night on the network which never leaves the track. Sit back and enjoy grassroots red, white, and blue racing from America's most iconic tracks. Whether it's the precise lines of pavement ovals or the door-banging action of the dirt, MAP TV's Monday night lineup will bring you all the action from this country's legendary four-wheel battlegrounds. Monday night is All-American Racing, only on MAP TV, Motorsports Network.
Hey, Dad, what are you going to buy at the store today?
Well, I'm out of Lucas Oil fuel treatment, so let's jump in here and grab us some.
Well, do they have the Lucas Oil parts cleaner and degreaser?
I bet they do.
Well, how about the Lucas Oil power steering fluid?
You know, they'll have that too.
Even the octane booster?
I won't be surprised if they do.
My favorite red and tacky grease?
Yes, they will, babe.
Dad, when we're done, can we grab some candy?
Deal, but you gotta share.
Awesome! Lucas works.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
A healthy weight, more energy, and smooth, regular bowel movements. 3 things everyone strives for.
It's me, Chuck Norris. There's one really important thing we don't talk about enough: our health. Achy joints, digestive issues, weight gain, and fatigue. We're told these are normal signs of aging. So working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick.
Morning Kick is a revolutionary formula combining 10 different supplements in one. Probiotics that help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and several of the most powerful anti-aging supplements on earth. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, focused, and help manage stress.
Anybody can achieve great health regardless of their age.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com. Use code FIT or text FIT to 511-511 and claim 40% off today.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee.
Text BIT to 511-511. Morning Kick. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
You're listening to Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio Redefined.
Please hang up and try again.
Freak Radio Network, broadcasting from the Lucas Oil Studios. Driven by General Tire. It's Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio Redefined with Kenny Sargent.
We love to party.
Crash Gladys.
What are we doing for the bachelorette party?
And Statman.
I am serious.
Here's the Freaks.
Second hour of the Freaks with our annual Freakies, and the biggest award of the night we're going to have coming up in about 15, 20 minutes. We're going to have it sometime this hour. It's going to be Freak of the Year. And this is where it kind of gets wild with Freak of the Year, because it can be anything in motorsports. It could be on the peripheral. It could be smack dab in the middle. I'm looking forward to seeing what Stat, Crash, Richie have for their Freak of the Year.
It can be a person, a storyline, and anything.
An engine.
A track.
Yeah.
A car. Yeah.
So second hour of the Freaks on MAV TV and, of course, the Freak Radio Network, 90-plus stations across the country. And, again, next weekend we welcome in WNDE in Indianapolis for our Performance Racing Industry Show next Sunday night. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Chime in on these, man. We've had Race of the Year, Driver, Rider of the Year, and coming up again this hour, Freak of the Year. Riley Herbst, who, Statman Herbst, frankly, it's going to take a lot of years for Riley to win for the last name of Herbst to erase any comparison to off-road and Baja, or actually desert racing, Statman.
Yeah, that's the family business.
Mm-hmm.
Herbst in the desert, terrible Herbst gas stations in the Vegas area, Southern Nevada area. And he went out. It's a great video, I think, on YouTube, where he passes a guy in the middle of the night, and little one-lane track through the sagebrush, and he still found a way to get around the guy.
So he wins the Xfinity Series race in Las Vegas, second to the last race, and then goes out and wins in his class in Baja. He'll be joining us this hour. Also, Joey Hamilton. I knew that was going to happen. Joey Hamilton with Aerosmith, sorry. Davey Hamilton Jr. had a race in Las Vegas last night, but there's a lot of things that he talked about regarding sprint cars that we're going to have a portion of that interview coming up this hour. Richie's got his ugly sweater on. Crasher has her ugly sweater on. I've got an ugly Motorhead sweater. I don't know. That's not ugly. That's freaking sexy, frankly. I like that.
Sexy beast.
I got an ugly face on. I got a decent sweater and an ugly face.
What the hell's going on, Statman? Stop it, man. Bah humbug to you, bro.
Hey,
What is going on? That's not right, buddy.
Well,
Dang.
Such is life in the big city.
Hey, raise your hand if you caught 2 minutes of the Abu Dhabi Formula One finale.
Yeah, that'd be no. That was last weekend anyway.
No? Was it?
Yeah, it was last weekend.
Well,
Season's over.
that's what I'm talking. Well, thank you, Crash. My point was this. When we don't have Max Verstappen as our driver, rider of the year, and he wraps up the championship 6 races into it, we haven't really had a chance to talk about the Formula One race because it was a best of last weekend, Crasher, or a re-air, as we call it in the business. So I was just curious if anybody paid attention to the Formula One race in Abu Dhabi last weekend. Anybody?
Did they have a race?
If you call it that.
Wow.
Man, we're such bah humbugs when it comes to Formula One, aren't we?
I watched qualifying.
Okay.
I watched qualifying.
What time was that on, Richie? Were you out pubbing or something?
No, I was awake. because and the only reason I was watching is because my beloved English Premier League soccer squad, Liverpool, was playing Manchester City for the top of the table in the Premier League. And so I was up at 5:30 to watch that match.
Oof.
Who are you? You are just
listen.
English. This is the freak. English Premier League, Liverpool.
Yeah,
Verstappen, Abu
best
Dhabi.
football in the world, stat man. You hop on the bandwagon while you can.
Listen,
wow,
Statman, Richie. We've known Richie for almost 10 years,
Yeah.
and when we met him, he was an intern from ASU. He weighed all of about 115 pounds, soaking wet. We got him to wear some women's workout clothes. Was that a bet that you lost, Richie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't remember what it was, but
He lost a bet when the Stars played the Dallas Blackhawks many years ago. God almighty.
Whoa.
Hello. How's it going, Christmas?
Dallas Stars.
When the Dallas Stars, were they playing the Blackhawks or were they playing the Coyotes? What was that
I
bet?
think they were playing the Coyotes. Yeah.
Okay. And Richie was to wear a Chicago Blackhawks thong that I still have. He's never worn. We have certainly molded this cat into something his family, his friends are probably, every time they see him. Richie couldn't spell goalie if you spotted him the goal in the eye back. He couldn't spell F1 if you spotted him the one. But now look at him, stat man. He's a Liverpool fanatic. He's watching qualifying for Abu Dhabi, the last race of the season, stat.
That scares me. But one thing you'll learn, Richie, you've only been here 10 years, but after 23 years, Crash and I have learned that you don't bet with Kenny.
Right.
It took me way too long to figure that out.
If you bet with Kenny, you're going to end up wearing something, saying something, going somewhere, or doing something that is against your nature, and it's not going to be pretty.
And what is the second thing you don't do with Kenny?
I don't know. Talk
You
about
don't-
it.
You just, well, yeah.
What?
You don't leave a voicemail.
Oh,
on his
that's
voice
right. I
message.
forgot about that. Anything you say to Kenny is liable to end up on the show as a drop somewhere.
I damn right I got dang one too.
What are you talking about?
And there it is. Case in point.
What? Yeah.
We're done.
Even my daughter gets in from time to time.
Yeah.
I think
When
you
we
got her
started-
registered with SAG so that you can get a little money set aside for her college.
Listen,
When we started 23 years ago, we talked in the first hour about how we were dubbed the Howard Stern of motorsports because of how edgy we were. We also played drops like Howard Stern does or did, drops were just, oh my gosh, every 30 seconds on our show, it seemed. Just bam, bam, bam.
Fortunately, we canceled ourselves as cancel culture started to come about. I mean, we just canceled certain things so we wouldn't have a shot to be canceled.
We were forced to cancel
Yeah.
thanks to Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. The whole media landscape changed then. And we were forced to cancel a few things in our show. Yes.
Yeah, some of the stuff we used to do would get us fined $500,000 by the government.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I've got a black guy and a woman 23 years ago walking through the pits of a NASCAR race. If that doesn't stir things up, why do we have to say anything, right?
It did.
That is sure. That's the truth. And I turned around at one point, I think we were in Michigan or somewhere, and Richard Childress, I bump into him, and now I got to make pretty with Richard Childress. And he actually smiled and shook my hand. Yeah, I know who you are. Wow.
Is that the first place that you interviewed? Was it we or you interviewed Richard Petty? Wasn't that Michigan?
Richard or Kyle?
No, I thought it was Richard Petty.
Was it? I don't know. It might have been Petty. I know I talked to him at Las Vegas at the SEMA show. Yeah.
We're talking like, okay, the Michigan incident that we're talking about was 2001 or 2002.
I don't listen.
It was a way long time ago, though.
I just
You're asking me to remember stuff.
Yeah, Ryan Blaney could go out and win 701 races and 16 NASCAR Cup championships, and Richard Petty will still be Statman's go-to for the greatest driver ever.
Yep. And
Yeah.
Right.
You're saying what?
Hey, but I take offense to you saying don't bet. How about taking advice from me on how to bet on the craps table over the years?
Hey, you've made me a fan.
What?
Yeah, that was That was hilarious. Whenever I get down, I think about, hey, that's my money. That's the guy who rakes it across the table.
Not anymore.
And the combination of numbers that you need to remember, Richie, when you're rolling the dice on the craps table?
6, 8, 9.
Yep.
All day.
I didn't do too well when I was in French Lick, Indiana last week.
Yeah, no.
Down $200 in a matter of 30 minutes. Freaking cold ass craps tables. That wasn't even a craps table. It was the freaking mechanical version of craps.
I was going to say, that was a computerized craps.
Stupid machines.
Yeah. You need to go real-time craps, not computers.
I don't know how that happens.
Lick, Indiana. Did you run into the Birdman?
No, I didn't. But we certainly had dinner in one of his. Is he part owner of whatever the hell that was?
I think he started it. What was it? 33 Pub or something like that. Yeah, I think he started it. I don't know if he's still an owner of it, but oh yeah, his number is all over that town.
Listen, if I had some banjo music, I would play it right now and describe my drive from Indianapolis to French Lick, Indiana, about 10 miles out. You take this side road, and it had Deliverance all over it. It was incredible.
Even worse than Oshkosh. What was that town in northern Indiana? The tractor pull.
Oh, come on. Outside of Syracuse. Come on.
Hey, that town was the freaking Taj Mahal of cities compared to this area that we drove through. Every one of Crasher's family members that drove through, they kept talking about Deliverance and banjos.
I mean, it's a gorgeous area because it's very, very hilly and heavily wooded. But yeah, the people that kind of come out from behind the trees and the homes that are around there.
I don't know. Some of the people that I won't say anything.
Might have affiliate in that city.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait a minute. Why are we talking like this? We went through Chase Briscoe's hometown.
No, we did. Yeah, was it?
That was before the Deliverance scene. Yes.
Is that what it is? Yeah, Chase Briscoe on the way to French Lick, Indiana.
Yeah.
Nice job. Riley Herbst, Baja winner and Xfinity Series winner in Las Vegas this year. He joins us next. SpeedFreaks Pits and the Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers. The weekend racing is over, or is it? Not on MAP TV. Monday is All-American Racing Night on the network which never leaves the track. Sit back and enjoy grassroots red, white, and blue racing from America's most iconic tracks. Whether it's the precise lines of pavement ovals or the door-banging action of the dirt, MAP TV's Monday night lineup will bring you all the action from this country's legendary four-wheel battlegrounds. Monday night is All-American Racing, only on MAP TV, Motorsports Network.
The NASCAR Cup Series returns to Worldwide Technology Raceway on June 1st and 2nd, 2024. The time to get your tickets is now.
Let's go! Yeah!
For only $10 down, you can lock in your seats for an incredible weekend of family fun featuring the Enjoy Illinois 300 and the Confluence Music Festival. It all adds up to one amazing party. Go to WWTRaceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
You're listening to Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio Redefined.
You're back with the Freaks, Lucas Oil Studios, Freak Nation. 23 plus years of doing this, 90 plus stations across the country and on MAV TV. We'll get back to our Freaky Award coming up with our Freak of the Year. But first, we've been chasing this guy for a little bit. Riley Herbst, Xfinity Series pilot, who's been in the Freak Nation numerous times, but never as a Baja winner like this. Okay, an Xfinity Series Vegas winner and a Baja winner. Come on, buddy. What a way to finish off 2023, man.
It's been a good end of the year for sure. That Las Vegas win was so rewarding in the Xfinity Series. Been working hard for that one. So that one felt good to get off my back. And then to go down to Mexico and go race with my dad in Baja 1000 and come away with the win there too is pretty special, just since our family's been down in Baja since the 60s. So it's been a long tradition, and to get another win down there is pretty cool.
Of course, I want to get into a lot of discussion about that Baja win for you and your dad and Jordan Dean. But going back and watching the video of you post-race after that Vegas win with Stewart Haas Racing in the Xfinity Series in Vegas again, you're emotional. You're not a real emotional guy. Your answers are fairly short and to the point. But my goodness, man, the emotions came out after that race.
Yeah, everybody was asking me what got into me, and I was just saying it was 3+ years of pent up frustration, letdowns, close finishes, second places, third places, and to finally to win in my hometown in such a dominant fashion. I think all my emotions just came out at once, and I didn't really know what to say. I don't really remember the interview. I don't really remember much of the day or the race, I should say. So it was kind of a blackout blur, but I'll take it any day, all day.
A blackout blur. That's a t-shirt right there. Right.
Yeah.
So we've been talking off-road and NASCAR here with you. Who from either off-road or NASCAR was one of the greatest reach outs to you? I mean, I saw Brendan Gaughan giving you accolades on Twitter. I saw Jimmy Johnson. I saw so many people saying, yes, Riley, you got this. So give us one of the ones from either discipline of motorsports that gave you one of the biggest thumbs up after that NASCAR win.
I mean, yeah, there was, I was fortunate enough to have a few of them for sure. I thought a few of them that stood out to me was obviously Jimmy Johnson, Mark Martin. He was really good in NASCAR, all 3 series. So that was pretty special. And of course, my boss, Tony Stewart, that one meant a lot too, just because we've been working hard together to get me to where I need to be. And for his badge of confidence after that win was pretty big. So I liked all 3 of those for sure.
And then fast forward a few weeks to driving with your dad. How long were you guys planning this? Because when I saw that your dad was on the entry list, I had to do a double take. I thought, wait, what? And was it you that brought him out of retirement from 6 years from being in the driver's seat to race Baja this year?
Yeah, we actually planned it early in the year just because this was a very special race. I don't know what got into Score International, but usually they go top to bottom, but this year they went bottom to top, starting in La Paz and ending in Ensenada. And my dad wanted me to race with him in this very special one-off race. And lucky enough, we worked really hard and we end up winning the race. So that was pretty special for sure.
Riley Herbst, man, I'm looking at you. You've grown so much. We talked at Irwindale Speedway, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. You were a little kid. You told me that you wanted to establish yourself in something different than the family business of off-road. And now in 1 month, you just kicked the tires on both of them and established yourself in both disciplines. You must feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, that's been a long time coming, but we're just getting started in the NASCAR ranks, and I believe I still have a long ways to go. So I'm really looking forward to next year. Our 98 team is hungry and we're ready to go win more races and contend for the championship like our teammate did this year, and just go race. I'm excited.
Was there any comfort level being in the desert and racing there like yeah, this feels good, and maybe I'll do it again?
The craziest thing is, well, first off, I would love to do it again. I love hanging out with my family, my cousins, Thor and Pierce. They race for the full year, so anytime I get to go and spend time with them is pretty cool. But the craziest thing to me is getting lost. Obviously, you can't really get lost in a NASCAR track. You're on a mile pavement oval, but out there you're in the middle of nowhere. So that's my biggest fear is getting lost out there. But luckily, we didn't get too lost.
And it's dark and it's the middle of nowhere. And this was arguably, like you said, going from the bottom to the top, it was a very difficult terrain as well, arguably one of the hardest in its history. So how do you not get lost? Who are you talking to? Who's directing you? What happens if you do go off course?
Yeah, my co-driver Wes from Las Vegas as well. He did a really good job keeping me on track, and we just followed the GPS and just ran our race. We made some passes when we could, and just try to give the race truck to Jordan in a good position, and he took the truck to the finish.
Riley, there must be some genetic. Your family has had such success in off-road racing. There must be some genetic disposition. Did that kick in? I saw some video of you passing a guy and was completely impressed with that. You must feel like you knew what you were doing and felt comfortable with it.
Yeah, to be honest with you, it was just racing to me. It was a different form for sure, different off-road vehicle, different course, different environment. But at the end of the day, it was four wheels and a gas pedal, brake pedal. So I felt comfortable in it for sure. And hopefully I can do some more with my cousins.
Riley Herbst, Baja winner in his class, and of course, Xfinity Series winner in Las Vegas to damn near round off the 2023 Xfinity season.
Can we just say something though, real quick? When you say winner in his class, he was 8th overall, but his class alone, Trophy Truck Spec, had what, 36, 38 drivers? That's huge.
It was a big class. It was a big entry this race. So we definitely beat him. 26 hours was a long race, but to finish 8th overall was impressive, and we were happy with that too.
What about your body? It wasn't a truck race. It wasn't an Xfinity race. It wasn't a NASCAR truck race or Xfinity or a Cup race. It was a damn grueling beatdown in Baja. Did you start to feel it early on? And then your old man, a part of that. Did you work out? Give me the 411 on this.
To be honest with you, the thing that I can equate most to it would be an extremely long super speedway race. Just extremely mentally taxing, just on your mind all day long, just trying to think. You're trying to dodge people, cars, donkeys, trucks. So there's a lot to think about for sure.
Donkeys.
Hold on a second, man. That's too short of an answer. Every one of us want to go back to Iron Man Stewart coming in our show many, many years ago, talking about delusional Mexicans there in the desert. They were walking around with their clothes off because they were there in the heat, and they had to, who knows what kind of peyote was in their system. Come on, man. You can't tell me they were just donkeys and stuff you had to dodge. There had to be some other kind of madness that you need to share with us.
That's a good way to put it. It's just straight madness. You'll be out absolutely in the middle of nowhere, just 4-foot holes to get there, and then you come around a corner and there's 25 people drinking beer, waving you on, and you're like, how in God's green earth did you get out here? I struggled to get out here. So it's absolutely crazy. The people down there love the race. They were expecting around 300, 400,000 people on the course, and not one person paid an admission ticket. So it's just such a special event.
Whoa.
300,000 to 400,000.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, with the Xfinity Series starting off again, gosh, what is it? A couple of months from now?
February. So, yeah.
What kind of, not training, but what kind of track time will you get between now and Daytona?
There might be a few NASCAR tests, but honestly, not much. The testing is still limited nowadays. So we'll be on track the day before the race down in Daytona on Friday. And then other than that, we're going to hit the ground running, ready to go race.
So that's it. Just the day before the race. Woo! But see, that's what's really brought things together. It's tightened the grid in NASCAR, is that lack of testing, lack of on-track time on the weekends. I'm loving it. I don't know about you drivers, but I'm loving it.
Selfishly, I'd like to test every day. I'd like to be at the racetrack right now, but just budgets and teams and NASCAR and everything permits us from doing that. But we're all playing by the same rules, so we're all right with it.
I got to say, man, I don't think I've ever seen the top of your head. You've always got a monster hat on, and you look like you took a damn shower in the last 24 hours. Congratulations on looking pretty clean, man.
Thank you. Yeah, we're out here in Las Vegas, and when I shadow my dad, I looking presentable, he likes to say.
Boy.
Does he make you tuck in your shirt?
Yep, pants, everything. So just following the code.
But hold on, you're shadowing him because what are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're out here looking at some new locations, opening up a restaurant. So just took a quick break to talk to you guys, and ready to get back after it.
Plug the restaurant for Raiders fans who come out of Allegiant Stadium.
Yes, right across the street. It's called Whiskey. It just opened yesterday. So if you're coming to Las Vegas, make sure to check it out.
It's all good.
It's great. And it's Riley Herbst, Baja winner. Finished 8th overall, but first in his class, 36 other trucks in that son of a gun. And, of course, Xfinity Series winner out of Las Vegas for the tail end of the 2023 season. Buddy, thanks for doing this, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. We'll
Happy holidays.
We'll see you in 2023 or 2024.
Sounds good.
Riley Herbst again here in the Freak Nation. Coming up next, our final award for the Freakies. It's Freak of the Year. It's going to be freaky. I mean, real freaky. That's next. Speed Freaks Pits and the Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
The NASCAR Cup Series returns to Worldwide Technology Raceway on June 1st and 2nd, 2024. The time to get your tickets is now.
Let's go! Yeah!
For only $10 down, you can lock in your seats for an incredible weekend of family fun, featuring the Enjoy Illinois 300 and the Confluence Music Festival. It all adds up for one amazing party. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
The weekend racing is over, or is it? Not on MAP TV. Monday is All-American Racing Night on the network which never leaves the track. Sit back and enjoy grassroots red, white, and blue racing from America's most iconic tracks. Whether it's the precise lines of pavement ovals or the door-banging action of the dirt, MAP TV's Monday night lineup will bring you all the action from this country's legendary four-wheel battlegrounds. Monday night is All-American Racing, only on MAP TV, Motorsports Network.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Call 800-631-9123. 800-631-9123. That's 800-631-9123.
You're listening to Speed Freaks Motorsports Radio Redefined.
Working on the Freakies for the year, my mind drifted to Ken Block. We lost him in January, and some of us haven't found a place on our personal shelves to put that yet. He was a large personality and will be missed for some time still. But thinking of Ken, you can't help but think about his daughter, 17-year-old Leah. That teenager is the kind of warrior you wished others could emulate. She's fast, she's talented, she listens, and she has the passion to be the best. This year, she became the youngest ever to win an American Rally Championship when she became the two-wheel drive champion. She got faster all year, and it wasn't because of the money or the block name. When you're at speed in the force, the trees have no idea or don't care who or what you are or what you're driving. She conquered all of that and to end the year with a shocking note. She's going to a driver development program with Williams Racing in F1. Didn't see that coming, did you? She always said, I'm not my dad, and she's not. She might be better. Peace.
Looking for that one gift that will be appreciated around the house, out in the garage? Go to lucasoil.com and look at the line of products you can pick up at AutoZone, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Advance, Walmart, your local grocery store, C-stores. They've got a line of products that will keep all of your cars, your daughter's cars, your son's car, your mom's, your dad's car, running happy. Go to lucasoil.com. Put those under the tree, man. Walk down there, bam, there they are. lucasoil.com. All right.
Ladies like it, though, too. Could I just say something? Because I discovered this year. Yeah. You can clean anything stainless steel with a lot of their products. You can clean, is it one of the Slick Mist products that you can use on your shower glass or your windows? So I'm just saying it's not just a dude's garage anymore. It's just a little bit of everything.
The brake cleaner is a go-to for me for a number of things around the garage, Freak Nation. Okay, so we're going to continue on with our Freakies. What did I say? Race of the year going into that? All right. Well, I mean Freak of the year.
Okay.
Thank you for backing me up. That's why you guys are here, man. That's why you are here.
And those graphics guys, they got it right.
Thank goodness. So Freak of the Year, if you're not familiar with this, Freak Nation, which frankly I'd be very surprised because this is the one where NASCAR teams, sprint car teams, drag racing teams, two-wheel teams highly anticipated with those organizations, wondering if they're going to be a part of Freak of the Year. And it could be positive, negative, about an engine, about a driver, about a team, about a tire, a race, a fan.
Oh, true.
A fan.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Right.
I may change it again.
No, you don't need to.
You changed yours?
No.
Oh.
All right, so let me see. Crasher's gone first. Richie's gone first. Statman, I think it's your turn to go first with your Freak of the Year, my friend.
And I was all the way down a different road.
Right.
But the lights and the beautiful graphics brought me out of the darkness into the marvelous light. I've got Michael Andretti as the Freak of the Year.
Oh.
F1, and that he's going to lose, and eventually they're going to buy him out to go away. And even I might have a co-Freak of the Year with General Motors, who took phone calls from F1 while they're sponsoring Michael Andretti. But my freak of the year is Michael Andretti in his fight with F1.
Oh, I love that.
Now, if it would have been for his fight to get into sprint car, into the USAC category or USAC or NHRA, but this is the biggest motorsports organization on the planet, Statman. Hence, freak of the year.
And their complete lack of respect. Well, the FIA has already said, yes, he can come on in. But Formula One themselves, just lack of respect for what an all-American team can do in the series because they're so worried about it devaluing their billion-dollar brands.
Wait a minute. The last all-American team that went in there was sponsored by a Russian oligarch.
And he's still there. That team's still going. Speaking of lack of respect.
Nice job, Statman.
Yeah, very well done.
Richie, your freak of the year.
This is a show and tell, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you watching live on MAV TV. My freak of the year is a picture that tells a million words. It is the drain cover from the Las Vegas Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Great call, Rick.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Drain cover.
Yep.
That little thing cost millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars of damage to multiple cars.
Wow.
It's now caused a lawsuit, as we've previously talked about, because fans are suing Formula One because they got kicked out of the grandstands at 2:00 in the morning because Formula One didn't know what the hell they were doing on that particular evening. It caused madness galore. Congratulations to the Formula One drain cover.
That's a new brand, the Formula One drain cover.
You are the 2023 freak of the year for me.
I love that.
Is that on the strip? I can't remember. The water valve cover, was that right there on the strip?
Can't recall.
It was on the racetrack.
No, yeah, somewhere on that. That's great.
I should have had Richie go last.
You didn't know he was going to pull that out? Look at that, Statman and Richie both going Formula One freaks. Don't worry, I'm not going Formula One. Are you going Formula One, Kenny? I see Kenny looking over his notes. He's like, yep, I had that one too. Or is that what you're doing?
All right, Crasher, your freak of the year would be?
You may say that I'm going to go on the more boring angle, but I don't think it's boring. I think this is a moment in time that put this guy on the map. I'm going with a person. I'm going with a rookie. I'm going with the youngest ever, Connor Zillett. Takes the win in Virginia, his first ever time in the Big Boy Trans Am Series. First of all, dominates all the practice sessions, qualifies number one, wins the race by leading every single lap, wins by 46 seconds over the second place finisher, and does it at the age of 17, the youngest ever to do it in Trans Am. To me, that's freak. That's full on freak. Everybody knows, or they should know, Connor Zillich's name now moving forward. Freakified.
Yeah, think about that. There are drivers in that series, Statman, that are old enough to be maybe his great-grandfather.
And they're all chasing him across the finish line, too.
Right.
Boom. Yep.
That's a good call, Crasher. I like that one.
Saw it here on MAV TV also.
Yeah. Whoa. Do a little kiss up to our friends at MAV TV.
Well, twice now. Yep.
Nice work. Well, I don't know if mine is that sexy, but my freak of the year goes to a gentleman who was elected one of the 75 greatest NASCAR drivers in history. Had a NHRA champion, had a NASCAR champion, finished second in the top alcohol class in an alcohol dragster. His first season in that dragster. Had a top three with Leah Pruitt in the top fuel class. My freak of the year goes to Smoke. I can't, and again, he's running a NASCAR Cup Series team. He's running an Xfinity. His name's on it, okay? I get that.
He hired the right people to run it while he's off drag racing. Come on, it's still him. He had to still get the right people in place. And he's still hands-on. He's still day-to-day.
Let's not forget about
his drivers.
Say it against that.
Even married one of his drivers. I mean,
Yeah.
how much more freak can you get than that?
Valid.
Has Eldora, has other motorsports series that he owns.
SRX.
My gosh.
And then sold All-Stars to Brad Sweet and Kyle Larson. Yeah, that's freak too.
Right. It's one of those, Freak Nation, that, again, I can appreciate what Tony Stewart has done to be able to concentrate and put this isn't a pro comp drag. This is a top alcohol car that goes 220, 30 miles an hour and beating seasoned veterans in that top alcohol car. It's badass. Talk about freaking flyer miles in his own jet. This guy. It's Tony Stewart. Richie, recap our Freak of the Year, my friend, before we get to Davey Hamilton next segment.
I had the Formula One drain cover. Statman had Michael Andretti. Crush Gladys had Connor Zilic of Series.
Trans Am,
thank you. Sorry. My memory is garbage. And then, Kenny, you had Tony Stewart. So congratulations to all of our big winners today. They will be getting a trophy in the mail.
Yep.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, they won't.
Maybe a gift card.
No, not even that.
He'll be in the same tuxedo that Doug Kalitta left his check in.
Freak Nation coming up next. Speaking of a badass, the most badass tarmac driving sprint car driver, he joins us next. SpeedFreaks Pits and the Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Lucas Oil, it works.
I run Lucas Oil.
It doesn't matter if you're on the water,
driving to work,
or competing in a sold-out stadium.
Lucas Oil products will help you get the most out of your vehicle.
Monster Jam has run Lucas Oil in and on our trucks for over 10 years.
We wouldn't run anything else.
Lucas Oil, the official oil of Monster Jam.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers. The NASCAR Cup Series returns to Worldwide Technology Raceway on June 1st and 2nd, 2024. The time to get your tickets is now.
Let's go! Yeah!
For only $10 down, you can lock in your seats for an incredible weekend of family fun, featuring the Enjoy Illinois 300 and the Confluence Music Festival. It all adds up for one amazing party. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
The weekend racing is over, or is it? Not on MAP TV. Monday is All-American Racing Night on the network which never leaves the track. Sit back and enjoy grassroots red, white, and blue racing from America's most iconic tracks. Whether it's the precise lines of pavement ovals or the door-banging action of the dirt, MAP TV's Monday night lineup will bring you all the action from this country's legendary four-wheel battlegrounds. Monday night is All-American Racing, only on MAP TV, Motorsports Network.
Hey, Dad, what are you going to buy at the store today?
Well, I'm out of Lucas Oil fuel treatment, so let's jump in here and grab us some.
Well, do they have the Lucas Oil parts cleaner and degreaser?
I bet they do.
Well, how about the Lucas Oil power steering fluid?
You know, they'll have that too.
Even the octane booster?
I won't be surprised if they do.
My favorite red and tacky grease?
Yes, they will, babe.
Dad, when we're done, can we grab some candy?
Deal, but you gotta share.
Awesome! Lucas works.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
A healthy weight, more energy, and smooth, regular bowel movements. 3 things everyone strives for.
It's me, Chuck Norris. There's one really important thing we don't talk about enough: our health. Achy joints, digestive issues, weight gain, and fatigue. We're told these are normal signs of aging. So working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick.
Morning Kick is a revolutionary formula combining 10 different supplements in one. Probiotics that help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and several of the most powerful powerful anti-aging supplements on Earth. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, focused, and help manage stress.
Anybody can achieve great health regardless of their age.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com. Use code FIT or text FIT to 511-511 and claim 40% off today.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee.
Text FIT to 511-511. Morning Kick. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
You're listening to Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio Redefined.
You're back with the Freaks, Lucas Oil Studios, 23 plus years of doing this. Thank you, MAV TV, for being a part of it, and the 90 plus radio stations across the country, including Sirius XM and every audio app that you can imagine. The website, speedfreaks.tv, and of course, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're there for you, man. Earlier this week, we caught up with Davey Hamilton Jr., arguably the best pavement sprint car driver of the year. He promoted a race last night in Las Vegas, a winged sprint car race, the Bull Ring in Las Vegas. We talked to him about promoting that, driving in it, and then the conversation just spun off into all kinds of sprint car conversation, especially with Brad Sweet and Kyle Larson teaming up to, frankly, go head-to-head with World of Outlaws. Here's a good chunk of that. It's Davey Hamilton Jr., sprint car pilot, now Speed Freaks Pits and the Lucas Oil Studios.
I'm from Southern California, and I went to Irwindale regularly, and they brought in wing sprint cars to Irwindale Speedway, and they were too fast for the computer. They had to reprogram the computer because it was throwing out the numbers saying that's too fast. I imagine you've had some testing done at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. Did you have to do any changes to the computers there or anything to the track to handle the excessive speeds of these wing cars?
No testing, zero testing yet. So the first time a sprint car is going to hit the track is Thursday morning. And that will be the first time anybody will see a wing sprint car at the Bull Ring here in Las Vegas. Super Modifieds have raced here before, so they're pretty similar on speed, a little bit slower than us, but the timing situation, we should be all right because they have experience with the supers. My timing team actually is from Indiana, so they bring all their stuff with them out here. So they do sprint car racing. It's for Anderson Speedway, Little 500. So there's already experience there. It's funny that you went to Irwindale though. I don't know what year you went, but there was one year that I was racing there, and me and Bobby Santos were throwing pavement slide jobs, which were actually pretty entertaining to watch every corner. I mean, we were just passing each other every corner, and it was a lot of fun. But unfortunately, I ended up in the wall and ended up in the hospital for a couple of days. But
wow.
Yeah, it was the biggest wreck of my career. But fortunately, I overcame that, and here we are.
Davey Hamilton Jr. joining us here in the Freak Nation. Sprint car pilot Davey Hamilton Jr. here. You mentioned Kyle Larson being the best ever. How is Kyle Larson the best ever in a sprint car and on dirt from your perspective?
I don't even think it's sprint car racing. I think if you we're going to find out this year. We're putting them in an IndyCar, right? McLaren is putting them up for the Indy 500. And I think that is something that everybody is excited for.
So are you saying Kyle Larson is the best driver in North America?
I think right now you could put him in anything and he'll win. I do. So yeah, I would have to say Kyle Larson is definitely one of the top drivers right now in the country.
Do you think the majority of drivers, not fans, but drivers feel the same way you do?
I think if Kyle Larson was to come to my race, I would be confident that he would be competitive. And, that's one of the guys I want to beat. You just naturally put him on the list. I want to beat that guy. And I think when you're as a driver, you could show up to any track and you're one of those, you're on that list that everybody wants to beat you. Like right now, I'm not going to try to talk about myself, but right now when I show up to a wing sprint car race, people want to beat me because I have the most wins and, I'm pretty competitive at everywhere I go. But Kyle has that ability in every single thing he does. I mean, it's just, he's the only guy that can hop in literally anything and be the name that you want to beat. So I don't know. He's one of the best for sure, and he's accomplished a lot of things. And I think if he does very well in the IndyCar world, then I don't know, man. Throw him in an F1 car. Let's see what happens.
Davey Hamilton Jr., Brad Sweet, Kyle Larson they're now going head to head against World of Outlaws with their high limit racing series. Where does Davey Hamilton Jr. and where does Davey Hamilton Jr. and your co-driver, your other drivers think? What do they think about them going head to head with World of Outlaws?
I mean, I think it's just our sport, right? Like at some point you're gonna have different series competing with each other, and Kyle Larson and Brad Sweet are very smart, and they know what the sport needs, and they know what they're doing. And I don't even know if it was meant to like kind of be a butting head deal. I think it's just two series that compete in different places and for different money or different situations. But I don't think it's really butting heads against World of Outlaws. I think Kyle even said it, that he would go and race World of Outlaw races when he can, or if there's time to go do it. So I don't know. I don't think it's button heads. I just think it's one of those things where just another series that's added to the plate. And, I know there's points fund and travel fund that, people have to commit to, but as a racer like Kyle is, and some of these other guys, they're just going out there and hitting every race that they can.
Mm-hmm.
There's only a handful of people that are genuinely going for like a championship type situation. And it's up to that team or program of what they want to do. But I think they're both so healthy in the world of sport wise that I don't think they're going to have any problems, surviving long term, even going head to head. I don't want to say I'm a Kyle Larson fan. I don't know if it's obvious, but
you don't need to.
I just think that guy has accomplished so much in the racing world.
And you can catch that entire interview with Davey Hamilton Jr. on our YouTube page at Official Speed Freaks. He touches on so many different topics, including the issues that he had with his old man and his family. Good to get Davey Hamilton Jr. here in the Freak Nation. Next Sunday night, it's going to be our special PRI show from the MAV TV stage. We're going to have a number of guests joining us: Tony Stewart, Tony Kanaan, Justin Ashley, Leah Pruitt, Matt Hagan, and more. Make sure you're part of this, Freak Nation, on MAV TV or the Freak Radio Network. Stat man, it's been a hell of a year, man. We've got that show next week, and then we're going to be running re-airs and best ofs. I know we had our Freakies of the year, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but holy smokes, what a year it's been for us to be back on TV with MAV TV. We're landing affiliates left and right. We've got Indianapolis joining us next week, WNDE. So, man, Happy New Year, Stat man, already.
It has been a great new year. It's been a great year for us. The last 48 weeks or whatever it's been, and I still go back to one station, one mic, 1 hour, and here we are, 99 plus stations on TV, and we have more than one mic now.
Slightly, a few more.
Yep. Richie, how's the year been for you, my friend?
Wonderful.
Has it?
Splendiferous. Can't wait for 2024.
Says the guy who gave a freaking manhole cover. I know it's not a manhole cover, Crasher.
Water valve
Okay,
cover.
water valve cover, the freaking freak of the year.
That was great. That was
Yes.
excellent because it was freak.
And seriously, can I just one more time, please? I just want to be able to. When you have high production value, you really want to brag about it, don't you?
I get it.
Right?
I get it.
All right. Richie, what are you going to be doing for the holidays, my friend?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm going to be probably binge watching another TV show. Yeah. I'm a curmudgeon, man. I put up my Christmas tree on Black Friday. You know what my Christmas tree looks like? I don't have a full on 4-foot Christmas tree, 6-foot Christmas tree, whatever it is.
6.
Whatever. I have a Charlie Brown tree, and that's it.
Dang it.
It's a cute little Charlie Brown tree, and that's all I need. We're good.
Damn right, I got dang one too.
Yeah.
I love Charlie Brown trees. Those are great. So good for you. Does it have one red ornament?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
It does.
All right, let me reach up here.
Uh-oh, what are you getting? Oh, managing millennials for Dummies.
Managing millennials, how to prevent millennials from killing Christmas trees.
That's spectacular.
Isn't that awesome?
That's Hall of Fame.
Managing Millennials for Dummies book. You know that book makes you the dummy, though, Kenny. I'm just saying.
That's going to be my freak of the year for 2024, Managing Millennials
for Dummies.
I gave a couple of thoughts to giving. We showed this to John Force, and Force said, "What is that?"
Dinosaur.
When he realized it was a dinosaur, he just started laughing. That was the first time I got John Force's attention. Wow.
Freak Nation, thank you guys for making this a special Freakies for us tonight on MAV TV and again, the Freak Radio Network. We'll do it again next week. For the last 23 plus years, we've been saying this, or Statman and I have been saying this. Still have no idea what the hell it means, but we're going to do it again.
Doesn't matter.
Nope. Shoot the juice to the moose and Statman.
Cut it loose.
See ya.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers. For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
The NASCAR Cup Series returns to Worldwide Technology Raceway on June 1st and 2nd, 2024. The time to get your tickets is now.
Let's go! Yeah!
For only $10 down, you can lock in your seats for an incredible weekend of family fun, featuring the Enjoy Illinois 300 and the Confluence Music Festival. It all adds up to one amazing party. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
The weekend racing is over, or is it? Not on MAP TV. Monday is All-American Racing Night on the network which never leaves the track. Sit back and enjoy grassroots red, white, and blue racing from America's most iconic tracks. Whether it's the precise lines of pavement ovals or the door-banging action of the dirt, MAP TV's Monday night lineup will bring you all the action from this country's legendary four-wheel battlegrounds. Monday night is All-American Racing, only on MAP TV, Motorsports Network.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM, 866-549-TERM.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Call 800-631-9123. 800-631-9123. That's 800-631-9123.
You're listening to Speed Freaks Motorsports Radio Redefined.